Guys, today I just wanted to show you quickly this on my canvas that I shared on Facebook. I had a number of people ask me how I made the Harlem flower on it. It looks like, sorry guys, it looks like this, that one there. So basically I had a lot of questions asking how I made it, and I'm just going to show you in this video a quick demonstration of how it's done. So all you need is a piece of paper. You need, this is a paper piercer, but I also use it to curl my flowers. You'll need a punch. This one is a Sullivan's one, but basically you can use a scalloped circle. Anything that has 5 petals I find is the best for that. Okay, and you'll need glue. And I like to use a bone folder, which is one of these here. Okay, so now, and a pair of scissors, sorry. Okay, so now what we're going to do now, you punch 3 out. So just do it quick. Got 1. Sorry about the noise. 3. And this is great because you can actually match your flowers then to your paper if you're making a card. Okay, so what you do is basically fold them in half and then half again after that. So I'm just going to fold them all half once. And I like to go over it with the bone folder just to make sure it's indented in there well. Okay, so you fold it in half again. Okay, so all 3 are folded in half, and then you go half again. And use the bone folder. Well, you don't have to, but like I said, I like to. Okay, so fold in half. Okay, and then half. So all 3 folded in half and then half again. Okay. Now what you do is you unfold them. All of them. Okay. Sorry, I hope you're keeping up with me. Next, what you're going to do is, this was a technique actually Tim Holtz used, and a friend, my best friend, Caroline, taught me how to do it. Okay, so what you do next is you grab one of your flowers. One of them you will just make a slit to halfway. The next one you will take a whole petal off. So you'll go halfway. And I find cutting the actual one of the things you've bent, so you're cutting one of those grooves that you've bent, it's just easier, and when you're sticking them together they sit better. Okay, so when you're cutting the whole petal, you then go and cut it one whole petal. Okay, done. Then for the next one you actually cut 2. So again, going along that groove that you've cut. Okay. And you go along, and you actually cut the 2 out. So see, I've cut 2 out, gone. And do not throw the 2 bits away. Hold on to them because you'll need them for later. Okay, so what you do now is you just get your bits of flour and glue them together like that, so they're like in a cone shape. So I'm just going to get my glue. I'm using the 480 glue like I always use. But you can use glossy accents, that's great for this. Okay, so you just glue that cone shape together. So that's done, like that. Okay, and keep doing it with all of them. Okay. There, like that. So you've got your little cone. So you've got 4 petals. And then this one. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to grab you can use a paintbrush, you can use a skewer, like a barbecue skewer, you can use anything. And then what you do is you just bend those petals back. The one that's actually going to be a double thickness, the one that you've actually glued, is going to be a bit harder to bend because it's double thickness. See, like this one. A bit tougher, and I just unflick it a bit because you don't want it too curled up. Okay, and now what you do is kind of make it because you need a kind of flat bottom to make it sit right, because otherwise if it's like a pointed bit, it's not going to sit, it's going to move around. Okay, for your next one, just do the same thing, curling all those petals back one by one. Okay. Alright, now same thing with the inside. Just do your little bottom. Okay, and then go on to your next one. So this is your third piece of the cones. So you're just curling those bits. Curling. And this is the tougher one. It's actually moved in the gluing process. Sorry guys. Alright, now you just flap that over. Okay. Just make sure it's curled right. Because as you know, as you get into the inside of a flower, it's a bit more curled over. Okay, so now for the base, just put your finger inside and just make that bottom a bit flat. Okay. Now's the easier part, you just glue it all together. Okay, one. And sort of make it in the middle of each of the petals, so you just put each layer on a different angle, so they're not all going the same. Okay, so that's what you're up to. Okay, for the next one, just put your glue in again. And at this stage, once you've put this layer on, you've got options now. You can either keep going and add more petals with these two bits, or you could just put a big brad in the middle, or you could put a big gem, or a big, I've seen like the pearl centers, or one of those things. But today I'm just going to go all the way. Alright, so you can leave it at that level and that's what you're left with, or you keep going, and what you do is basically you use this bit and you just curl it. Actually, I'm going to glue it first. And you're going to get that in there, so you want to cut it a bit. This bit is a bit fiddly, and figure out to what size you want to cut it. So I think it needs to cut a little bit smaller. So all you've done is basically stick that little side bit to it, so that's all you've done. And that will be like your love heart shaped one. Okay, so just open it. Okay, so I think that's about the size we want it. Okay, so just get your glue again, get it in the middle. Okay, and you just stick it in there. I normally would use tweezers for this, but today I just wanted to do this so you guys can see it a bit better as I'm going. Okay, so now what you'll do is get your end bit and you just curl it. So you cut it and you'll get your bit. I use my paper piecer like I said. And what I'll do is just curl it a bit. Okay. Don't you love those fiddly jobs? Okay, it's in. Now I'll get this bit done. This doesn't actually need to be tightly curled. Okay, and there's your flower. Isn't that cute? Alright, see you later. This is the finished product. If you want to put a pearl in it, just go so you guys can see it a bit more closer.